In this clip, we're going to talk about blacksmithing. Blacksmithing is one of the 13 professions you can use in the world of Warcraft. There are, of course, 3 secondary skills and 10 primary professions. And in this clip, we're going to talk about blacksmithing. Blacksmithing is much like blacksmithing in the real world. You take your raw materials, your metals and things, and you pound on them with a hammer and an anvil, and you make something out of it. You can make swords and maces and magical armor and all kinds of things in the world of Warcraft, but you can't unless you have the skill blacksmithing. Now, in order to do blacksmithing, you don't necessarily have to get the raw materials to be the mining profession, but you do have to have those. You can get them from the auction house, you can get them from other players, but once you have the materials you need, you would go get yourself a blacksmithing hammer, and you would go to an anvil somewhere, and you would beat those metals until you made the equipment that you wanted. Now, the reason you would do that is, of course, for your own personal use. Maybe you wanted a better sword, and you had the ability to make a better sword. Well, if you have blacksmithing, you can just go do that. Same goes with armor. If you have a cool set of armor gloves, but they're not as cool as these other set of armor gloves, well, you might want to go make those. And if you have the skill blacksmithing, you can actually do that. Now, some professions you can do anywhere, but with blacksmithing, you need to actually go find yourself an anvil. And one place that you have anvils in abundance is Ironforge, the home of the dwarves. And so you would go find an anvil, and you would use your hammer, and your blacksmithing hammer, and you would use this to make armor or weapons and that sort of thing.